Welcome to the Bible Storeroom, where timeless Bible stories come alive.
What happens when God asks you to do something difficult and you choose to run in the opposite direction? Today's story is about Jonah, a prophet who tried to flee from God's calling, faced a terrifying storm, spent 3 days inside a great fish, and discovered the power of obedience, mercy, and second chances.
Our story is found in the book of Jonah, chapters 1 through 4.
One day, the word of the Lord came to Jonah. God said, "Go to the great city of Nineveh. Speak against it, because its wickedness has come before me." Nineveh was a large and powerful city. Its people had become known for violence, cruelty, and evil. God was sending Jonah there with a message. They needed to turn away from their sin. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:1-2. But Jonah did not want to go to Nineveh. Perhaps he was afraid of its people. Perhaps he hated what they had done. Or perhaps he did not want them to receive God's mercy. Instead of traveling east toward Nineveh, Jonah chose to go west, far away in the opposite direction. He decided to run from the Lord. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:3.
Jonah traveled to Joppa, a busy port on the Mediterranean Sea. There, he found a ship sailing to Tarshish, a distant place, far from where God had sent him.
Jonah paid the fare, stepped onto the ship, and sailed away, hoping he could escape God's call. But no one can truly run from God. As the ship sailed across the sea, Jonah went below deck and fell into a deep sleep. But God sent a mighty wind over the sea. The calm water turned dark and violent. The waves rose higher and higher, crashing against the ship. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:4-5. The storm was so fierce that the sailors feared the ship would break apart. They cried out to their gods. They threw cargo into the sea to make the ship lighter. But beneath the deck, Jonah was still asleep. The captain found him and said, "How can you sleep? Get up, call on your God. Maybe he will save us." The sailors cast lots to discover why this terrible storm had come upon them. The lot fell on Jonah. They asked him, "Who are you? Where do you come from? Why has this disaster come upon us?" Jonah answered, "I am a Hebrew. I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." Then Jonah admitted that he was running away from God. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:7-10. The sailors asked Jonah, "What should we do so that the sea will become calm?" Jonah said, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea. Then it will become calm, because I know this great storm has come because of me." The sailors did not want to harm Jonah. They rowed harder, trying to return to land, but the storm only became worse. Finally, the sailors cried out to the Lord for mercy. Then they lifted Jonah and threw him into the sea. At once, the raging storm became calm. The wind stopped. The waves settled. The sailors stood in awe of the power of the Lord. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:11-16. Jonah sank beneath the water, but God had not abandoned him. The Bible tells us that the Lord provided a great fish to swallow Jonah. The fish opened its enormous mouth, and Jonah disappeared into the deep sea. Biblical reference, Jonah 1:17. Jonah was inside the great fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Alone in the darkness, Jonah could no longer run. There was nowhere else to go. In that place, he finally turned his heart toward God.
Jonah prayed to the Lord. He remembered that God had heard him even from the depths of the sea. He said, "In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me." Jonah realized that salvation comes from the Lord alone. Biblical reference, Jonah 2:1-2, 2:9. Jonah confessed God's goodness and made a promise. He said, "What I have vowed, I will make good."
For the first time in the story, Jonah was ready to obey. He had learned that God's purpose cannot be escaped, and that God's mercy can reach us even in our darkest moments. After 3 days and 3 nights, the Lord commanded the fish, and it released Jonah onto dry land. Jonah was alive. He had been given another chance. Biblical reference, Jonah 2:10. Then the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. "Go to Nineveh and proclaim the message I give you." This time, Jonah did not run. He rose and went to Nineveh, just as God commanded. Biblical reference, Jonah 3:1-3. Nineveh was a great city, so large that it took 3 days to walk through it. Its walls were tall, its streets were busy, its people came from many different backgrounds. But Jonah entered the city carrying a message from God. Jonah walked through the city and proclaimed, "In 40 days, Nineveh will be overthrown." It was a serious warning. The people had been living in wickedness, but God was giving them time to respond. Would they listen? Biblical reference, Jonah 3:4. Something remarkable happened. The people of Nineveh believed God. From the greatest to the least, they humbled themselves. They fasted. They prayed. They turned away from violence and evil. A city that had been known for wickedness began to change. Biblical reference, Jonah 3:5. Even the king of Nineveh heard Jonah's message. He rose from his throne, removed his royal robe, covered himself in sackcloth, and sat in ashes as a sign of humility. He called on the entire city to turn from evil and seek God's mercy. God saw that the people had turned away from their evil ways, and because of his great mercy, he did not bring the disaster he had warned about. The people of Nineveh received a second chance. Biblical reference, Jonah 3:10. But Jonah was not happy. He was angry that God had forgiven Nineveh. Jonah said, "I knew that you are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and abounding in love." Jonah knew God was merciful, and that was exactly why he had not wanted to go to Nineveh. Biblical reference, Jonah 4:1-2. Jonah sat east of the city, waiting to see what would happen. God caused a leafy plant to grow over Jonah, giving him shade from the hot sun. Jonah was very happy about the plant. But the next morning, God sent a worm that damaged the plant, and it withered. Then a hot wind blew over Jonah. Jonah was upset because the plant had died. Biblical reference, Jonah 4:6-8. God spoke to Jonah. "You cared about this plant, even though you did not grow it. Should I not care about Nineveh, that great city, with so many people who do not know right from wrong?" God was teaching Jonah that his compassion is greater than human anger. He cares for every person, even people we may find difficult to love. Biblical reference, Jonah 4:9-11.
The story of Jonah teaches us many important lessons. We cannot run from God's purpose. God hears us when we cry out to Him. He gives second chances to those who turn back.
And His mercy is not limited to the people we expect. God loves the lost, the broken, and even those we struggle to forgive.
Like Jonah, we are called to obey God, and like the people of Nineveh, we can turn to Him and receive mercy.
Thank you for watching The Bible Storeroom. If this story encouraged you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more powerful Bible stories, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that God is full of mercy and gives second chances.
And before you go, leave a comment below. What did you learn from Jonah and the great fish? May God bless you, and may His love guide you wherever you go.